Hey, what's up? I'm Russ. This is Stashing Worthy Acorns. Thanks for clicking on me once again. And if you don't know what we do around here, I put $50 into the Stash app, the Worthy Bonds app, and the Acorns app, and I'm putting another $20 a month into each for 2 years, and I'm sharing the experience every week with you. So let's get to it. Okay, before I get to the update, let's get right to the clickbaity part of the title and see what this is all about. So the average person uses 2.65 tubes of 6-ounce toothpaste a year. I did some research and that's what I found. So the average person, will round that up, uses about 3 tubes of toothpaste a year if you're using a pea-sized portion every time you brush. Colgate costs $70.75 a share. It pays a $1.76 dividend every year, but they pay that out quarterly. So I found a 3-pack at Target for $3.99. I found that the lucky state that holds the highest combo of state and local taxes is Tennessee. So congratulations. If you're buying this in Tennessee and it is $3.99 for that same 3-pack, you are paying $4.38 for a year's supply of toothpaste. So you would need 3 shares of Colgate, which would pay you $5.28 annually. So you would need the dividends provided from 3 shares of Colgate. That would give you $5.28 to cover that $4.38 yearly cost for toothpaste. So keep that in mind. 3 shares of Colgate, take the dividends from that at year's end, and buy your year's supply of toothpaste. So if we're going to go off Friday's closing price, Colgate was at $70.75 a share, which would run you $212.25. Now, if you were to take that same $212.25 and run to Target and buy as much toothpaste as you could with that, that would basically give you a 48.5-year supply. So this is where this will work, and this is kind of the cool part. If you can live more than 48.5 years, when you hit 50 years, you start getting that toothpaste for free. And not only do you get your toothpaste for free from the dividends, but the dividends are going to keep growing and going up because Colgate has paid dividends uninterrupted since 1895. That's 125 years of uninterrupted dividends, and they have raised the dividend for 57 years. So I'm not factoring in inflation. I'm not factoring in anything else other than what prices are today, which is May 23rd, 2020. But the last 3 years, Colgate has raised their dividend an average of 3.44%, which is outpacing inflation at 0.33%. So what do all these numbers tell me? It tells me that you got to live for 49 years and you're going to get free toothpaste after that. Not only that, but you will also have those same 3 shares. They're going to be going up in capital appreciation, which means they'll be worth more. You're going to get those dividends, and at that point, the dividends are going to increase, and they will hopefully at least keep up, if maybe not outpacing inflation a little bit. You're going to have toothpaste compensated to you from holding those shares of Colgate for 50 years. I think that's cool. Was it clickbaity? Yeah, pretty clickbaity, but it's not a lie. It's the truth. And if you do it, you're going to be set with toothpaste for life. That's it. At least one person is what this covers. You can't, if you got to double and triple those numbers depending on how many people you have. But for one person that will buy toothpaste, you can bequeath those shares to your relatives and they won't have to pay for toothpaste ever again, as long as Colgate stays in business and keeps paying that dividend. So that's key. It's true. Let's get on to the portfolios. Let's check out Stash and see what we bought this week. That's right. We bought the A to the P to the P to the L. We bought Apple. And if you remember last week, I got a 9-cent dividend from Apple too that I'm happy about. It may not seem a lot to you, but as a dividend growth investor, which is who I am, which is what I do, I'm loving that. But Stash is valued at $110.23, which is a 10.23% overall gain. And I'm loving Stash. I'm loving that I get to see my divvies coming in. I do have them dripping, which is automatically reinvesting the dividend, stands for Dividend Reinvestment Program, which brings me to the next thing that warms the cockles of my heart. 18 cents from Procter & Gamble. I got this last weekend. It came in, the notification came in late. I forgot about it. I didn't put it in the last video, so I could have done a double shot of dividends. Double shot of dividends, nice. Of Procter & Gamble and Apple. But we don't want to leave out J&J. That's right, check it out. So yesterday was Friday, and yesterday was the ex-dividend date. Now, the way that dividends work is the ones that pay out every quarter, or even every year, you're going to see, you can go somewhere like NASDAQ, and you can see when the ex-dividend date is. Now, for Johnson & Johnson, the ex-dividend date was yesterday, which was the 22nd. Now, here's the key thing. You have to hold those shares and own those shares at market open of the ex-dividend date to be counted as a shareholder. So I bought some shares in my taxable portfolio on Thursday, right before the market closed, so I would have a couple more shares of J&J, my beautiful J&J, and I would get those dividends paid out on June 9th. That's when those will hit the Stash portfolio. I think that's going to be fun. I love it. I can't wait. I love dividends. Let's move along before I take up all the time here talking about dividends. That's right, Worthy. I like you, Worthy. Worthy's like that solid, steady Eddie good friend. Worthy's always there for you. You know what they're going to do. You don't have to worry about any mood swings. They're just paying you that 5% interest compounded every day, just like clockwork, easy peasy, and there's really no volatility at all. WPC, Worthy Peer Capital number 1, the first iteration is at $50.47, and Worthy Peer Capital 2 is at $40.17, has been an overall gain of 64 cents, which is a 0.01% gain. It's a small gain, but this is the way I look at it. Worthy is a very good diversification away from the market. What you don't get in the premium upside is you get safety and stability. So much so that, check it out, I have had my wife officially open up a Worthy Bonds account, and I am putting half of my emergency fund money, moving it from CIT Bank into Worthy Bonds because they have a very nice fixed 5% that I feel safe. I have enjoyed their customer service. I've enjoyed the experience. They're very engaging and they respond on social media. I have no fear about Worthy Bonds whatsoever. So when I compare the 5% compared to the paltry 1.35% that I'm getting now at CIT, I like CIT, but it's not their fault. It's the Federal Reserve. I'm not going to get into that. So it's just the stark reality of things. Don't tell Worthy Bonds, but I use my referral link. We're each getting a free bond. If you are looking for safety and stability, I have not been down one penny that I've put into Worthy Bonds. Yes, oh yes, Acorns. Oh, Acorns, you're so boring. Yeah, that's right. Acorns is boring to me. I'm going to get through this quick. Acorns is at $110.56. It's been the most boring gain of $10.56 I've ever experienced. It has been an overall gain of 10.56%. The reason I'm not that big of a fan of Acorns is they just put your money into ETFs. So it's 2 layers of fees you're paying. I'm doing this for the experiment because I want to see where they're at after 2 years, but I don't like paying fees. I'm not a big fan of ETFs because of that, because with an ETF, I am paying a fund manager to pick what I will be invested in. And then to add another layer of payment, I'm now paying Acorns money to pick which ETFs I will be invested in. It's 2 layers of removal from my money and me controlling where my investments are going. So I'm doing this for the experiment. I'm doing this to check things out. There's nothing wrong with Acorns. It's just not my cup of tea. And I understand investing enough that I would never use this. I would never use this if it wasn't for this little competition I'm running between stash-worthy bonds and Acorns. And now the disclaimer. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am sharing an experiment with all of you for fun and entertainment. Wherever you're hearing my voice, whenever you're hearing my voice, please subscribe to me. Tell me what you think. I have no negative comments, which is not realistic. Give me a negative comment. I dare you. Do it. If you're watching this and you don't like it and you've made it this far, give me a negative comment. Please, I dare you. Do it. And then you can follow me on Twitter at RustyRams78. And I also have a podcast that's a little bit more in depth and pretty much all about dividends. And I do some free associative talk at the end of each episode. That is called Dapper Dividends. You can find it on just about any of the major podcatchers that are out there. So I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you next week. And then remember, everyone you meet has something to teach you.